Hi, my name is Mr. Clark, and I will be your child's seventh grade social studies teacher this year. I'm just going to go over a couple of things with you to know what your child will be learning this year, as well as how to navigate my Canvas course. The first thing that we are going to go over is what we are learning this year. This is a world history course, so we learn from the Renaissance all the way to modern times. As you can see here, we really broke down the whole entire course so that they can just go through 2 units a quarter. And that's something that will remain the same when we do return to in person learning, hopefully sooner rather than later. But you can see that we do have a lot of information to cover, but we are trying to get the key points so that they understand these events through a seventh, as well as a seventh grader should understand them. My goal this year is to not overwhelm your students with too much work, especially during this virtual learning, but I promise that I'm not sacrificing too much of the content and that they are learning what they are expected to learn by the state standards. I have tutoring on Monday and Thursday afternoons from 3:45 to 4:15. It's offered every single day, regardless of what day of the week it is. It's just important for your child to email me, even on that Monday and Thursday, so that I know what to expect and I know that what I need to go over with them in order to better help them. Grades are back to normal this year, as we already know. We have informals 35% and then the formals the 65%. Informal grades will be homework, classwork, participation, etc. And then the formal grades will only be these three things: assessments like our unit test coming up, projects that we come up with throughout the year, or Paideia seminar responses, which is usually a writing piece, and it's typically around 2 to 4 paragraphs. For tests, I do retesting, but I do it a little bit different than other teachers. If your child is not satisfied with their test score, they will have the opportunity to make up the test completely by writing an essay. These essays will always be at least 5 paragraphs in length. They will have a rubric for them, and they will allow you to make up their test score completely. Um, it's up to them to reach out to me if they do need help. Um, I will Essays will just be given to them upon request. All late work is going to be due at the end of the unit for me, but I won't mark anything late this year, especially during virtual learning, until the end of the quarter. And then, of course, missing work is just going to count as a zero in the grade book. So please just stay on top of your child's Power School and make sure that they are completing the work in a timely manner so that they're not overwhelmed. We don't want them to be overwhelmed in history this year. Communication, the best way to reach out to me is through email. I check my email often, and if you don't know my email, this is the best way to find my email through the Community House website. Now to go over my Canvas course a little bit, it is pretty straightforward this year. This is a screenshot of the home page of my Canvas course. The two most important things on the home page are the announcements and the modules. Announcements are where your kids are going to have a daily agenda of what we're doing in class that day. So if they're absent, the best place for them to go first is this announcement section. And then modules is actually where all of their coursework is going to be stored. Right here is the live lesson link, and that's just going to take them to the links so that they can attend class via Zoom. And then finally at the bottom here, I do have an A Day, B Day calendar, I have an academic calendar, and I have our Team Hornets newsletter posted at the bottom, which will give you an insight of what they're doing in all of their courses. And we fill that out every single Friday afternoon, usually by 4:15. So the agenda is important because it tells you exactly what lesson we worked on and it aligns with the module number. So as we can see today, we did 2.4 and then 2.4a, and it will tell them exactly what they missed. So if they missed class, the agenda, the announcement tab is the best place to go, and that is found on the left-hand side of your child's screen right here. And then finally, the modules are going to look like this, and what we can see is that it does align with my agenda perfectly. Thank you for attending. I look forward to an amazing year, and I hope that we can have a successful year, and I hope that we can be back in the classroom sooner rather than later.